It's the Super Drive. Super Drive with Ja Super.
Piecing together sounds and making eclectic records. I believe Nonso Amadi is one of the very few ones that could go from, creating this sound from the jump and lacing the final tune to it. Ladies and gentlemen, I have with me in the studio finally the one and only Nonso Amadi. You're welcome to the Super Drive, my brother.
What's good, bro? Thanks
What's
for having
happening, Nonso?
I'm blessed, bro.
What's really good, my brother?
It's good to be in Lagos.
It is?
Home.
How often do you come back home?
At least
once a year?
3 times. Yeah, this is my 3rd time already.
Why are you just showing up on the Super Drive, man? You don't rate my show,
boy?
No,
bro. We have to make it a special moment.
Yeah?
Yeah, bro. This is it.
Let me just put this out of the way. I've been a fan of your music since 2015.
Wow.
Towards the end.
Time, bro.
One of the very first ones to play your joint out there in the capital, ABJ.
Thank you so much.
And when
ABJ.
I heard, I was there before. I'm just couple months shy of 2 years in Lagos.
Wow.
Yeah. I like your work. I like how you go about your music. And I noticed that you have this solid sound, this sound that resonates with love. It resonates with girls, peace and tranquility.
Yeah, bro.
I just let's start the conversation with your thought process.
Yeah.
What element do you put yourself when you create this music?
It's a very central element. I like to say I make music for girls that are in touch with their emotions. And also some guys who are also in touch with their emotions. Guys that are not in touch with their emotions, when they hear it, they're like, what's
this?
Yeah, man.
I mean, put some shaku bese for us.
As long as you're a lover boy on the inside.
It's safe to say you're a lover boy.
Oh my God. I'm the worst of the worst.
So throughout your I would say your career is fresh. I wouldn't say it's new because I've been following you for a while. And you obviously have you've had your chances and opportunities with certain girls. Have you ever at any point been with someone that's not in touch with her emotions?
With her oh yeah, I have.
What's that like?
It's very tough because they don't know what they're doing anything wrong. They're just like they're born that way. Like they're brought up in a way that like teaches them to kind of cut off that emotion completely. So they don't even know they're doing anything wrong. When and
it may come off as defensive sometimes when it's not when it's absolutely not needed.
Yeah.
Do you watch Big Brother? Are you a fan of Big Brother?
I don't watch Big. I can't keep track of it. It's every day, right?
Yeah.
I don't.
But you must have heard about some of the.
Yeah, Tasha. Who else is there?
Yeah.
Esther. Is there Esther?
Yeah.
Okay. I just see the names on my tail all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like someone like Thatcher now. Yeah. With her person, she has a very strong personality, I must say.
To put me in trouble.
No. I mean, she does. You must have heard about Thatcher.
I've heard
it's
about her,
Big Brother.
But bro, okay.
Someone like her, would you say she's in touch with her emotions or
I really don't know.
Oblivious of?
I don't know much about her.
Yeah.
I just know that I know that she has fans.
Yeah.
A lot of fans. Like people that are ready to fight for her, like regardless of anything. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah. You guys share something in common. That's that fan base.
Right.
I believe Nonso Amadi also, you have like battalion of people behind you.
Yeah.
People that are interested in not just your pocket. People are genuinely interested in the music you put out.
Right.
That being said, I wanted to ask this question. Sometime, was it last year when you had like the Nonso Amadi homecoming?
That was like 3 years ago.
Was it 3 years ago?
That was like
no, come on, man.
2 years ago.
2 years ago.
Yeah, like was it
2018?
2.5 years or so. 2017.
Yeah. It wouldn't be fair if we don't touch on it.
Okay.
You just got back from some African countries, Kenya and Uganda, is it?
Yeah.
And from what I've seen and what I've heard, it was a sold out show.
Yeah.
It means people were out there to see Nonso Amadi. They were there to, but for that particular homecoming, the event that you did in Lagos, I was expecting more than
Yeah.
You know, more than what I saw.
Yeah, I really do believe that show was December 2016 because I had just
I think it was
graduated.
2017, 20. Yeah.
Yeah, because okay, so that was like my first big show,
Yeah.
proper show ever. And so like I remember clearly for the homecoming concert in Lagos, I did some rehearsals. I did like 2-3 rehearsals.
Yeah.
And then like everyone, the band is like, "Yo, bro, we're gonna kill it. We're gonna kill it." And I remember going on stage. Tenny was on that show too.
Yeah.
Tenny performed. Shady. There was a bunch of people. They killed it, and the crowd was absolutely amazing. Like terrific crowd, you know.
Yeah.
And then I went on stage, and I remember so clearly, like it's like I lost control of my body. Like I was shivering, bro.
Stage fright.
Oh my god, it was the worst. And the thing is, like, the crowd was actually encouraging. Like, they were actually like, "Yo, we're here for you. Like, what do you want?" Like, and I just couldn't even to sing. Like, I was like, I was struggling to like sing.
Yeah.
And so, but the night was over, and yeah, you know, people didn't talk much about the show. Like, the feedback wasn't amazing or whatever.
Yeah.
And then we had
Some even went out of their way to say, "Oh, that show flopped."
Yeah. Some people said it flopped, whatever. But like the one that like put the nail on the head was the Davido concert.
Yeah.
That was the one that like, cause that was like a much bigger
Yeah.
concert and stuff. So, you know, it was trending on Twitter. Oh no, somebody's a scam, blah, blah, all that stuff. But like for me, I basically just I tried to pick the positives from that. Like, what can I learn from the situation?
Yeah.
And grow from it. And I've been very positive about it so far.
Yeah.
That's what's taken me. Like, that kind of stuff kind of breaks careers. It
It does.
Like, it just makes you feel like, oh, it's not for me.
Yeah.
But I've actually learned from that, and the result of that learning, the manifestation has proven itself in Kenya and Uganda.
Yeah.
The shows we did there were trending.
Yeah.
For a week after the show,
Girls
it was
throwing
still-
panties on stage.
You know,
And bras and
over 2,500 people
yeah.
came out. They had a good time. You know, the radio stations till now, like, Ugandans are in the comments.
They gotta love the boy,
bro,
man. Your
like,
music
it's
is
amazing.
pure.
But like the thing is now, like, it's now like getting back the Lagos people to say, "Yo, okay, I'm ready."
I'll tell you what you need to do, and this is a cue from Tua Savage because she had recently talked about this in her recent interview. They were talking about culture and how important it is for you to always revisit your roots, like going back to where you're originally from.
Okay.
And she said that is really important because, you know, you can't fake culture. You must be a part of the culture. You have to be there.
Right.
When something is popping, you have to be a part of that experience in order to be able to easily translate in your music. Now I understand that you're based in Canada, is it?
Yeah. Well,
are you in the UK now?
I'm in
or-
Toronto, Canada. Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm almost always here. In
Yeah,
Lagos,
like 3 times in a year, like you said earlier.
well, like literally, I'm here if I'm. If
It's
I need
okay.
To be.
Listen,
No, for real,
bro.
for real. I'm actually here like a lot.
Okay.
Like, considerably. It's
Yeah.
almost like I'm here. I'm
Yeah.
based here. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's one thing you need if you really want them to. You
Yeah.
can't be over there and operating.
Yeah.
Right? You have to be here. You know.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, 21 minutes past 6 o'clock. We're not grilling. We're just having a conversation with Nonso Amadi. You could be a part of the conversation. If you feel like asking a question, go ahead and tweet us at hotfm_Lagos. I believe it's Nonso at Nonso Amadi as well.
Yes. I know Amadi.
On
On Twitter, it's Nonso_A.
Okay, brilliant. And you can send your questions via the WhatsApp portal 081-800-89933. And also just put out a body of work. It's amazing. It's a brand new EP titled Free.
Yeah.
You don't have to pay for it, right?
You do have to pay for it. But
All right, man.
you get the
Yeah,
gist.
this is a song off of the EP. It's called Mine. Is Mine on the EP? Free's on the EP.
Freeze on the EP.
All right, why don't we just play Free real quick? We'll play Free from Nonso Amadi's Free EP, right?
Yeah.
And when we come back, there's something I wanted you to touch on. Ever heard of what do you call it? Culture vulture?
Yeah.
You know what a culture vulture is?
Yeah, I do.
All right, it's something we're gonna touch on. Hopefully, I'd like to get your take on that. Brand new from Nonso Amadi's EP. This is Free. Stay with us.
It's the Super Drive. Super Drive with Ja Super.
Sound, you know, and connecting directly to every instrument on that record and also the vocal of the artist. That's brilliance right there. Nonso Amadi with Free, straight off that EP, Free. 27 minutes past, he's in the studio. What made you go with that title?
Free. I just feel like Nonso Amadi as an artist is regarded in some sense as that artist that's free to create music that isn't necessarily commercial music.
Yeah.
And so I was just leading with that, you know, I'm free to express myself, free to create whatever genre of music I like without people coming to say, oh, you need to. It's just me being free to
create.
Yeah.
Are you saying you don't particularly have a genre?
I do have a genre, but I don't have like the genre people think of when they hear Nonso Amadi isn't necessarily what they always hear. Okay. So that in that way,
you can switch at any point in time.
Switch, I can, you know,
take me as I am.
Exactly.
I'm the creator.
There's no boundaries. You know?
I mean, if Tyler the creator can be what's his name on Instagram?
I forgot.
Some female name or something, and he's such a great guy. Have you listened to the album Igor?
No, I have. I've only heard like 2 songs from that.
Yeah, you should get that album. Mad guy, creative.
Yeah.
One would easily group you with that fresh new sound that we have right now in Nigeria that is fast spreading across the rest of West Africa. The Alte genre. Would you confidently beat your chest and be like, yes, I'm part of them?
I'm not. I don't really care for like all that, because the truth is, like, what is Alte music? No, I don't think anybody even knows what that. It's just a category that people put young alternative artists in. There's no, like, people can't tell you, oh, this is the sound. Like, even if an Alte artist makes you know, jazz music, is Alte. So there's like probably 50 genres on that Alte, and I don't really care for it, you know. Are
you friends with any of these guys?
Oh, these are my people, man.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Who among these people do you vibe? Do you really know personally?
Pretty much everyone. Like everyone that's classified Alte, like we're all cool.
So you're cool with Odunsi and Santi?
We have Odunsi and I have a project together.
Brilliant. So quite contrary to what you think about Alte being a genre, they actually have a definition for it. They are strong on their Alte movement. So I feel like what you've just said may have really, you know.
No, I just said I don't care for being categorized on the
okay being categorized. I like that. Back to your EP. 5 songs on the EP?
6 songs.
6 songs on the EP. Where do we go from here?
So there's a song on the project. There's 2 songs on the project that have features. There's one with Simi.
Okay.
And there's one with Mr. Easy.
Yeah.
So we, you know, for me, like, picking those 2 artists was because I felt like, you know, under the term free, I needed to also have some artists that are doing some things that are unique in their field and people respect them for. So I reached out to Simi, I reached out to Mr. Easy, and, you know, those songs are really beautiful songs on the project.
Yeah. I particularly like what Mr. Easy is doing with his platform, and also trying to bring young artists and talented people on board. Empower 30. What'd you think about that?
That's beautiful, man. He's the first African artist to
do so.
That's such a Jay-Z mentality right there. And I really respect it, man.
Yeah? You see yourself like having a platform like that in the nearest future?
I'm more so about the NGO side of things, so not just musicians. I'm thinking everybody in Africa, like every less fortunate person. I want to be able to help out in any way I can. So
really soft-spoken person, man,
bro.
There you go.
Maybe I just need to move closer. Okay, this is
there you go. That works. I'm like, wait, no, so you know.
Yeah.
You did grow up in Nigeria,
Yeah.
and you went to university in Covenant University. You went to Covenant
Yeah.
for uni.
I spent about 3 years in Covenant, and then I transferred
Okay.
to the UK.
Correct me if I'm wrong. You majored in engineering.
Chemical engineering. Yeah. I did graduate in the UK. I went to Canada. I did my master's in engineering design. Graduated.
And decided to just remain in Canada.
Yeah.
You're like, to hell with Nigeria.
No,
I'm not coming back home.
So, like for me, like I'm basically just sorting out some things in Canada before I move here. But I'm gonna be based in Lagos anyway.
So you're gonna come back here.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
I like that. What's the it's a common thing, especially in Nigeria, for us to have studied one thing in the university and come out and work in a total different field. You
I
know,
think that's just life.
chemical engineering,
Yeah.
music. What was the transition?
Oh my god.
What was it like for you?
Bro, so I started recording music while I was in Covenant University.
Okay.
And I remember I recorded Tonight when I transferred to the UK. And that's when it picked up. So by the time I was in Canada doing my master's, it had already gone really far. So for me, it was like, okay, I'm making some money from the streaming. I'm able to pull off some shows myself.
Yeah.
I feel like there might be some sort of career in this.
Yeah.
And that's why I decided to do it. It was a tough choice. Obviously, I'm an engineer.
Yeah.
By certification.
I like that.
But like, yeah, that's
I
where
like
my heart
that.
leads. Yeah.
Let me pick your brain a little. Like, personally, I want to know, why do you think people, especially the youth, end up going to school for a certain degree and end up doing something else?
I don't think it's necessarily by choice. I just feel like that's life. Like, if you are offered a job in a different field and, the ones that you want to do aren't necessarily coming through at the moment, you go for it. So
now, did your parent have any influence in your choice of
my schooling? Yeah, 100%.
They wanted you to do chemical engineering.
They wanted me to do engineering, yeah. So I was in school. I did enjoy it while I was schooling there.
Yeah.
But like, obviously, I had my struggles with school at first until I decided to take it seriously. And then
tell me about this, man. What do you mean struggles? You weren't paying attention in school?
I wasn't paying. This is secondary school, by the way.
Oh,
so secondary school, I had some.
You were with the gangs?
No, I wasn't with the gangs. I was just like not doing as well as I should have been.
Yeah.
While I was in secondary school, but I picked up, and like it showed. I became a prefect in secondary school eventually.
Good guy.
So from becoming a prefect, I went to uni. Struggled a little at the start. Picked up again. Like I was just but I eventually did graduate well, and I have my degree. So.
Congratulations
Thank
to you, Nonso Amadi. Let's again give you the applause. Congratulations. Go to school, man. I mean, I don't believe in dropping out. All of this new age artists that believe, oh, I'm gifted. I have we know, but go to school.
Yeah.
No knowledge is wasted.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
100%.
I like that. Quick one on culture vultures.
Yeah.
Right. I could categorically say some of our Nigerian artists have been, they've been a part of this, where basically taking a culture from a part of, could be Africa, it could be West, it could be Europe or America, and then applying that culture in your art.
Yeah.
Music, for example.
Right.
Take, for example, Ghana, when the whole Azonto era, and there's a particular beat that comes from Ghana where a lot of Nigerian artists jumped on. Especially, I think you had a sound like that. No, you never did. You did. Davido and moving away from the Nigerian artists. One person that is globally known to be a culture vulture is Drake.
Whoa.
And he's recently done something. I find that really applauding. It's a plausible act. But then again, some UK artists aren't pleased with that, especially Wiley.
Yeah.
So there's a TV series, like a TV show on Netflix right now. It's called Top Boy.
Okay.
Drake has decided to not only put his money and bring that series back, but he's decided to make an album with a bunch of UK artists on OVO
platform. I've seen it.
And push it in. And you know what that means? He's definitely gonna like make profit and make money off of that. That's why Wiley is sad. I wanted to get your take on what do you think about culture vultures?
I take the side of the accused in this.
Drake,
okay. Not just Drake, not anyone
Drake,
that's labeled that's labeled a culture vulture, because I do believe that like a lot of modern culture is influenced by external things. So I don't want to give examples because that might be a little controversial, but like any poppin' culture is usually has influence from outside, from other parts of the world.
Okay.
And so that being said, we need to look at what are the pros of someone taking an Afrobeat sound, taking a Caribbean sound, and putting it in their song. Let's think about like how that benefits us as a people.
Yeah.
I feel like it's actually done a lot of good, because now we can have, you know, some African records charts. We can have the Americans, the Native Americans actually that have heard Drake and they've heard the songs that people have labeled Drake to be a culture.
Yeah.
You know, they can now relate more to the African music.
Yeah.
I feel like culture vulture is also a very mean term. Like such a mean
But it exists. That's what they call it.
It's so mean. Like
there's no sugarcoating, man.
Culture vulture. Like someone visits a part of the world and he
doesn't even have to visit. Man. He
doesn't even have to be. He's exposed to a part of the world and he's influenced by it. He likes it and he takes that into
and makes it his.
Not makes it his per se, because most of the time they end up giving credit. They don't say, "Oh, I created this."
Yeah,
you understand?
I see why he showed up for
this. Yeah.
I see why he showed up for Weezy's video. Credit.
Wait, no, we can't. We don't know the backstory behind that.
Yeah.
You know, these are things we need to consider.
Yeah.
I feel like that's just the story of almost everything in the world.
Yeah.
You know? There's nobody that's created anything and it's like, oh. So I really don't. I don't support it. Like yeah.
I like that. Thank you very much for your input. We're gonna go back to the EP. I'm telling you now. So if not one of the greatest artists of my time, you know, and your time as well. Your sense of music and the way you just you piece this sound together is remarkable. I have to give you that. We're gonna go listen to "Go Outside." This is a smash record off the EP as well. He teams up with Mr. Easy. Let's take a listen. We'll come back and wrap it up on the Jazz Super Experience with Nonso Amadi.
It's the Super Drive. Super Drive with Jazz Super.
Always something at the end of the song, you know? This is like a grand piano or something. Something extra for you to feel. You know, if you listen to music and you don't feel anything, it's trash. Just throw it away, okay? Nonso Amadi in the building. Brand new EP. Go outside. I say go outside. Free. Free. The song is Go Outside with Mr. Easy. The EP is called Free. I really appreciate you for making time out to
Thank you for
come have this conversation. I don't know. I haven't been on Apple Music for a second, but it almost feels like that's how they rate music and body of work these days, because they talk about numbers. How well is this EP doing?
It's doing quite well, actually. We had almost 300,000 plays in the first week.
Yeah.
So that's quite something.
Impressive, right?
Yeah.
How important is numbers to you, Nonso? Is it something you look out for?
I think I got caught into it like last year. Like I was like obsessed with numbers, but right now I'm one of the top streaming African artists, to be honest with you. Like, so I pretty much I'm trying to get out of it, because the more you obsess over it, like the less the quality of music that you make.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah.
That may have flown over my head a second. Say it again. You're one of the top
streaming African artists.
A braggadocious way of talking about the music.
But like that's just like without me paying attention.
Facts.
So I'm trying
I attest to that.
Yeah.
Facts. I like that. This is what you need to do, just to appease to the gods of the Nigerian music industry.
Okay.
You need to have like a listening session. You
Right.
need to, if possible, go around different states in Nigeria, because believe me, you have mad fans out there,
Really?
especially in the capital.
Yeah.
You have mad fans in the capital, in Abuja.
Definitely.
They love you.
Oh my God. Yeah.
I don't see you going to Sokoto or Zamfara simply because you never have been to that part.
Right.
Yeah, but you need to try and just visit other places outside Lagos.
Yeah.
So you have a more direct,
relationship
with your audience.
That's great advice.
Yeah.
I think I also want to do Port Harcourt, because
PH is mad.
Yeah.
PH is mad.
I've seen a lot of love from Port Harcourt, and I'm from River State.
For real?
Yeah.
Hey man, I'm beginning to know a couple of you right now. Burna is from PH too, right?
Burna is from PH.
Did you see his performance some days ago? Was it yesterday?
Yesterday, yeah.
It was yesterday.
Yeah.
Where he had to ask one of the guys
paid the guy to go.
Yo, take your ticket money and go to the. What'd you think about that?
That's amazing. That's the best thing I've seen.
Coming from an artist,
bro. Like that's because we all know how it feels for like you to be performing, and like
there's just one person right there.
That person can ruin everything, because like,
giving you the negative vibe.
Yeah, but the guy ended up dancing on stage with him. Right?
Yeah. Talk about authority and command.
It's just a little motivation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like, man. Thank you very much, Nonso, for stopping by. We could do this all day, but we got to get back to regular programming.
Yeah.
But if there's one thing you want, like the listeners to take out of this conversation that we've had, we've talked about culture, vultures. We've talked about your music. We've talked about where you similarly want to be in the coming years.
Yeah.
What advice would you give the Nigerian youth, especially with this whole xenophobia attack happening in South Africa?
Right.
Government not really doing enough for the youth. Education. There's a whole lot happening in the country that you may not be
I'm very aware.
Privy to, because you're out there in Canada having a good time.
We get the same information, trust me.
Yeah? So what would be the advice?
So in regards to the xenophobia thing, it's obviously a very sad situation for us to deal with as both Nigerians and South Africans. I'll say Nigerians, I would love to see for South Africans the political figures, the celebrities to speak against it and condemn it, obviously. And for Nigerians, like we shouldn't repay violence with violence. Like someone was saying, it something about one blind person, if
leading another blind person.
we don't want to take any decisions that would actually affect us more than it does us good. So let's just find the most amicable way to sort things out.
Yeah.
Most likely it's going to be between the political representatives of both countries.
Yeah.
But for now, like, let's actually find, the most loving solution, because the South Africans are our brothers. Nigerians should be able to accommodate us in their soil. We're all pushing Africans forward. Yeah. So that's on that. And my advice to the Nigerian youth in general, chase your dreams. Like we're the leaders of tomorrow.
Yeah.
But the economy isn't helping us.
Yeah.
You
definitely like them to buy your music as well.
Bro,
let's just keep pushing.
Let's all keep working hard. We're gonna, chase your dreams, chase your goals. Don't give up, regardless of whatever economy, whatever situation. Keep pushing forward, and everything's gonna come through.
I like that. I really appreciate that. All right, in 5 seconds, your handle.
My handle on Twitter, Nonso_A, on Instagram, Nonso Amadi.
All right. Thank you very much for stopping by. Back to regular programming.